What's up guys, it's Carrington, and in today's video you guys are catching me in this 2024 Mercedes SL63 AMG in this beautiful, almost like a volcano orange metallic sparkly color. And we also have this burgundy wine colored interior with the contrasted orange stitching and also interior pieces that match the exterior color combination. This is the best optioned Mercedes interior that I have seen to date. And all of the materials used, you can tell, are high quality. Now the SL, the new SL, is definitely much more sport oriented than previous SLs, because I don't believe there's even a non-AMG version to this SL. And you can tell that immediately from the moment you set off in this vehicle. The steering is very direct. It is the same steering ratio as you would get in the new AMG GT. So this is very much more so like a topless AMG GT than it is an SL. So factor that in if you guys have driven previous SL products. This might be a little too stiff for you, but for other people, that might be what sells them on this vehicle. It might be what causes them to buy it, because it's not a soft car at all. And this is even just in comfort mode. And you can tell that this is rearing to go. Now, this is Mercedes' newest tech. We have all of the screens here and here. And so technology is not going to be lacking on this car at all. And that's not what my channel is based around anyways. I'm not the most caring about the technological aspects of a vehicle. I'm more so concerned about how this feels to drive and who this vehicle appeals to. And immediately you guys can tell just that turn right there. I believe because it has rear wheel steering, it is just so much more agile in the turn in than previous Mercedes SLs. And it definitely feels much more like the AMG GT as I've driven that before. This is so far so good. Driving this thing in its comfort mode, it is again Mercedes-like. However, there is definitely a little bit more transparency in the suspension than other, softer Mercedes products. This is, at the end of the day, still a bespoke AMG platform, and so you got to keep that in mind. Now switching this to a little bit of a spicier mode. Okay. Again, this reminds me very, very much of the brand new AMG GT. And so there really is not that much of a difference that I can notice, other than maybe the AMG GT is a little bit more stiff. But this is very, very much sport oriented once you put it in the sportier driving mode. And you can hear that motor. It sounds really, really good, especially with Mercedes having to add these OPF filters that kill the exhaust sound, which I don't know if that's here in the United States, but you can definitely tell that Mercedes is being forced to make these vehicles a little bit more quieter and pump in more engine note. However, even how it's done here, it sounds amazing. And so yeah, that is a huge reason why you would buy this as well, is that V8 and exhaust combination. This uses, I believe, a MCT multi-clutch system, where it's like a traditional, automatic. However, instead of a torque converter, it uses a wet clutch from my understanding. And so the shifts are definitely, I wouldn't say as, actually, I don't know. Because I'm trying to compare it to a ZF transmission. Maybe a little bit of lag on the upshift, but the downshifts are nice and crisp, and they have a good response to them. Yeah, that rev matches very well on the downshift, so that's really, really good. Also, this absolutely has rear wheel steer, and you can definitely tell that that is helping the back end. And you definitely feel more, oof. Okay, so you can do 2 downshifts like that, and it's not an issue, whereas in other automatic transmissions, even the ZF, you're not able to do that 1-2 downshift as easy. Good amount of torque. Steering is very direct. You barely even have to turn it. And that rear wheel steering really, really does help. You're really not putting this car through very many angles of turn when you're going through corners. Oh yeah, you definitely feel that rear wheel steering. It is so apparent. Nice downshift. And you also feel a little bit through the steering wheel. It has a nice weighting to it. It's probably not going to be, on par with Porsches or even, Alfa Romeo or Ferrari, but this is, I would say, an 8 out of 10 steering system for a newer vehicle. So factor that in. And again, as I've said, I don't really care that much about the tech and all of these things. You can definitely watch videos that go more in depth on that. But again, my platform is based around how does this vehicle feel like to drive? And how does it feel like to drive from a perspective that's not going 10/10ths on the road? But anyways, guys, in conclusion, this vehicle is an amazing combination of, a chill convertible cruiser and an all-out sports car. It might be a little bit too much of a sports car for some people who would have bought the SL product before in the past. However, I think this also opens Mercedes up to another audience in the SL lineup that they wouldn't have appealed to before. Because again, you can't get AMG GT convertible. This is the AMG GT convertible. And so factor that in. Anyways, guys, that's the video. And don't forget to like and subscribe as I'm doing all of these videos. You don't want to miss on other vehicles that are going to be coming up in the future on the channel. So like and subscribe. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Till next time.